Welcome to this step-by-step ASP.NET Core tutorial for beginners. Whether you are brand new to web development or just getting started with the .NET Core, you are in the right place. In this video, we will guide you from the basics to building your first ASP.NET Core application with complete clarity. Here is what we will cover in this video. We will start by understanding what ASP.NET Core is and why it is so powerful for modern development. Then we will set up your development environment and walk through building your first project step by step. Before we begin, make sure you have the tools ready. You will need Visual Studio or VS Code, the latest .NET SDK installed, and a browser to test your app. Don't worry, I will guide you through each step, even if you are not familiar with all these tools. So, why should you learn ASP.NET Core? It is fast, secure, cross-platform and backed by Microsoft. That means you are learning a future-proof framework used by companies all over the world for building scalable and secure web applications. Now that you are set up and ready, let us dive into the practical part. We will create a new project, understand the folder structure, and then build and run your very first ASP.NET Core web application. Welcome to this video on managing application settings in ASP.NET Core using appsettings.json. In this first slide, we will see how we can store our application settings in a structured JSON format. Here, we have a key called appsettings, which contains a property site title with the value my ASP.NET Core app. This makes it easy to manage and read configuration settings. Using JSON allows for a clear hierarchical structure, making it intuitive to organize related settings. In addition to the site title, we can store other settings such as the application version and a contact email. The logging section allows us to configure log levels, and the connection strings section is where we manage database connection strings. This structure enables us to keep all related settings organized and easily accessible. Next, let us look at how to read these settings in our application. In program.cs, we can access the configuration value using the configuration property of the builder. Here, we retrieve the site title from app settings by specifying the path in a straightforward way. This allows for quick access to our configuration values right at the start of our application, making it simple to set up application-wide settings. Now, Let us move on to dependency injection. In a typical controller, we can inject the iConfiguration interface. Here is the home controller where we pass iConfiguration into the constructor. This approach allows us to access our configuration settings anywhere within the controller. In this case, we retrieve the site title and can use it across our actions. This promotes clean code and keeps our configuration centralized, making our application easier to maintain. In addition to the site title, we can store other settings such as the application version and a contact email. The logging section allows us to configure log levels, and the connection strings section is where we manage database connection strings. This structure enables us to keep all related settings organized and easily accessible. Finally, let us discuss the benefits of using appsettings.json. Having a centralized configuration file allows for easy updates and modifications. You can switch settings based on the environment, development, testing, or production without altering your code base. This not only enhances maintainability but also improves the readability of your code. A well organized configuration leads to cleaner applications and fewer errors. You can also create environment specific settings by adding additional JSON files like appsettings.development.json or appsettings.production.json. ASP.NET Core automatically loads the appropriate configuration file based on the environment your application is running in. This allows you to maintain different settings for development and production without changing your main configuration file. To ensure that your configuration settings are valid, you can bind them to a strongly typed class. By using the iOptions T pattern, you can validate your settings and access them in a type-safe manner. This adds another layer of safety and clarity when working with the configuration values. Logging is another critical aspect of your application's configuration. You can set various log levels in your appsettings.json, allowing you to control what gets logged in different environments. This helps in debugging and monitoring your application effectively by maintaining relevant log information based on configuration. In conclusion, using appsettings.json in ASP.NET Core is a powerful way to manage application settings effectively. We discussed how to store settings in a structured format, read them in your application, and leverage dependency injection for cleaner code. Additionally, we explored environment-specific configurations, validation, and logging settings. I encourage you to implement this in your projects to streamline configuration management. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow developers. Thanks for watching.